update for you. It's right there. Miss, what do you have to say?
How is she so good on camera?
Turbo's
She's so calm.
pretty loud over there. Tell the people, Wendy. No. Okay, she says you guys have to wait. Okay, see you, Wendy. We'll talk to you later. Check this out, guys. Our buddy, Matthias, Race Supply in Norway, threw together some really amazing pieces of metal that say RAD, Christmas spirit style. Update. We cleaned the shop. I want to show you some stuff. And there's some cool cars here and some cool people. Lots of cool things happen. Norway's here. We got Ola's car and Simon's car. They brought the rig down. It's back here. They're kind of going through everything. See it out there? To figure out what they're gonna need to address for next season. Basically, making a checklist, and then they'll probably be back here in February to do more stuff to the car. So they each had like broken diffs basically, or this one had a broken diff. Ola switched it. He just runs a stock pumpkin, as you can see. That one runs a Winters, but he broke the subframe in half. So they're both trying to like pull parts out that need to get serviced, and then they'll park the cars again. Probably just shove them somewhere in the corner here, and then they'll be back in like a month and a half. Let's see the guys and check this out. Hello, people. Okay, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that good, but my finger's going into a crack. It's not supposed to be cracked like that. No, it's doing it. Basically ripped it all the way in half. Really bad. So he's got to pull that out.
At least try.
And pull the drive shaft out. It's lots of stuff happening. But since it's drooping so much, he can't even get the bolts undone on the axles. Okay, so last time you guys saw inside the shop, I was telling you it's gonna kind of set up this fab area over here, clean over this section. So we did that. Probably have a little, a day left of organization over here because all these boxes are full of materials, like aluminum and stainless for exhaust and intercooler piping. That stuff can't sit like that. That material needs to be like in a spot, but we got this all set up over here. It's pretty nice. There's 2 pit bikes, KLX 110Ls. So I got a clutch. We've been playing with these. Trailer and truck fit in here, so using the space a lot better. Still got to clean more of this area and a little back there, but this freed up a lot of space right here where there was a bunch of mess, and like this back wall had sawdust. We had to like kind of sweep the wall and tear down some stuff that previous owners had kind of left as it was. Bunch of updates. Next, I pulled the motor out of this guy. Put a fresh motor in for next season, fresh trans, fresh diff. It's pretty much getting broken in right now, and then double check the logs and like make sure everything's working as it should, but it's a twin of the motor that was in there, so relatively all the same. We're gonna go with that car to the Adam LZ Invitational that's in like 2 weeks, so. Still got a little bit more to get ready on it, but if you guys want to see that go down, let me know. Probably be filming that. And then over here, we got two JZs that we're gonna kind of refresh. So one of these is going to go to Atlanta, the other one's for IS300 that'll probably come here that we need to do the swap on. Both of these customers want to go single turbo and have 600 horsepower capable, or maybe like in the fives kind of is where they were saying, but we're gonna go through these and service everything, just get them healthy for these guys. They're not gonna need a built motor, so I'll show you some little details that I do on that as I tear these down, pull the stock twins off, pull the intake manifold off so we can get the stock rail off, and we go through the whole front timing, put a new pump, like oil and water pump, and then we'll reseal the pan, stuff like that. One of the pans needs to get switched. One we're just gonna clean up or put a fresh pan on it. Got to get these looking good for all these guys and their fresh builds. They want, you know, a clean setup, not just like a 20-year-old motor. Let me get started on this, then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Been a couple hours. Everything off the intake side is off, everything off the exhaust side is off. So we still have our oil pan on there. Oil pump, I took the water pump off. Would have taken the oil pump off, but you gotta have the pan off first. So I am gonna stop at this point with this one today. I'm gonna keep working on that one. So what I was gonna tell you guys is when I get to this point, I'll usually mask off a couple areas really well with tape, and then I will pressure wash it because it's pretty disgusting. Then I'll come back in after I've pressure washed it, pull the pan off, then the pump off, and then I will start doing my refresh job and replacing seals and all the above. Some of the hardest things to take off on stock 2J is the stock twins. Quite a pain, but if you've done it a bunch of times, you kind of know the technique. I thought about showing you guys certain things that I was doing to make it a little quicker, but I just didn't stop and film. If you have questions, I could answer it if you're tearing down to just a long block. Whoa. Supra. The idea of this video was more to show you guys about what I would do to make a safe 550, 600 horsepower reliable setup. So I'm gonna keep going here and I'll show you guys what we do. If you're new to 2Js or you just had a couple questions, maybe this video will answer some of those questions. So there we have it. I gotta get back to work and do all the same stuff again to this one. The only thing I took off of that one was the crank pulley. Check that out. It was making contact there and just wearing that lower cover off. Don't worry, we'll put a new cover on there. All right, back to this, guys. All right, boys and girls, for today I'm done. Got them both stripped down. Next up, a little pressure wash. Tear them down even further. Show you guys a couple little techniques we do. Then get these guys healthy, ready to rock. I'm here with Simon Olsen. We have his car here in the shop. I wanted to kind of share with you guys behind the scenes some of the stuff that happens with FD teams. You've seen what happens with myself. Simon could probably tell you a little bit. So earlier this year, I mean, maybe towards the end of the 2022 season, he had asked me to build him 2 engines for his program for next year for this car.
Yep.
And so then I thought, or it was actually Renee's idea, she's like, why don't you share with everyone why Simon asked you? Because I didn't even actually think why he asked me. I was like, okay, cool, we build engines for all the types of people all the time.
Yep.
But how come you asked us? Because
I think you kind of know it because you have had engines that has been working very good, solid throughout all the season you have been driving. You have been in a position where you have got the time to develop a right setup for the car, and it's been working so good for you.
Sure.
We have had some gremlins with our engine. We had an engine failure in St. Louis that you kind of maybe remember.
I do remember.
And it's also, our engine builder is located in Norway. And to ship engines over the sea like that doesn't work out well, not financially. So that's a reason, but mainly it's because how good your engine is that we want the same. We want the same.
That's cool. Good Thank you, Simon, and we're excited to build them some engines. They're already underway. I didn't share the beginning stages with you guys. The blocks and the heads are at the machine shop, so when they come back and I'm assembling everything, then I will share with you some of the parts we used and why, and how they are reliable and why they're reliable. Also, he has his car parked here for the off season, so he's gonna use the shop kind of as his hub to come back here. I think he'll be back in a couple months to do a little bit of work and bring some of his guys, and we'll share more of that with you guys, and that's probably when, you know, we could wrap up another episode or whatever with the rest of the engine stuff. One fun fact I found out about Simon was I didn't know this because I guess I never asked either, but he's only drifted with 2Js or JZs, right?
Yeah. All my cars that I've ever had as drift cars has been with a 2J engine.
That's cool. I can't even say the same because I had a V8 and a rotary.
Ooh, that's bad. But
yeah.
no, my first car was the Skyline, but of course with the heart of Toyota. So yeah,
That's like
all
cool.
the four cars I have had now, it has all of them have had 2Js. So
Yep. Crazy thing that happened to his car. You guys see it's on rollers. He drives so aggressively that he ripped the subframe in half.
yeah, it happens.
Holy, that big hole?
It's broken in half. This tube is gone.
Holy shit.
He's gonna have, I think Rise Fab is gonna rebuild it.
Fab is gonna rebuild one for us, so.
But literally 2 halves are just severed.
Yep.
He'll have like probably a better design. This was a good design, but not strong enough for what Simon was doing with the power, so probably have more tubes and stuff. Crazy stuff happens to these FD cars. All right, guys, say bye to Simon.
Bye, people.
You know where to find him. More on the engine builds coming up, guys. What's up, guys? We're here with Chelsea Denofa. He stopped by the shop to do shop tour
Shoot some content
for his YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see this shop through Chelsea's eyes, go over to his channel. That's it, guys. See you later.